ladies, how's it going? Day 2 of the Running Moms 5-day Running Moms summer workout challenge. I'm trying to hold my computer and not drop my phone at the same time. My brain is not multitasking and speaking well, so I'm going to try to find a better place to put this. But I wanted to check in on day 2. You guys are crushing it. Day 1 went awesome. You guys were telling me at the end of the day that you felt awesome, amazing, energetic, alive, hopeful, excited, all these different things, and I love that. That's what exercise does to you. It triggers dopamine, feel good. That's why we do it. That's why we keep doing it, right? People always ask me, how do you stay motivated? I said, I love the feeling of working out. Like, I love it. I'm addicted to it, right? But here's the thing, we don't have a lot of time, right? We're busy moms, we got careers, we got kids, we got life. My kids are home with me all summer. It's crazy. So I don't have time. I don't have hours a day to work out. I have 30 minutes, and like 30 minutes is what my kids can handle too, right? So that's why I love these workouts that I'm giving you. These are the exact workouts I do and I have done since I had kids 8 years ago, and they've transformed my health, my body composition, my running performance since then, because they are smart, they're efficient, and they're effective, okay? So yesterday we did strength. We talked about strength building muscle, right? Why we want muscle, right? If you missed that, go back and go to the welcome series and listen to why, and read the post about why we as women need muscle. That's what burns calories. That's what gets us that lean, fit, toned look. That as runners, that's what keeps us injury proof. That's what combined with good solid macro balancing nutrition, muscles metabolically very active, so it helps you ramp up your metabolism, power up your energy, and burn fat all day. When you do strength workouts, you're going to burn more calories than you do at rest for up to 48 hours after that workout is done, okay? So that's why we love strength work, all right? All good things. Running slow, steady distances is awesome for our mental health, for our bone health, for cardiovascular health, but it does not put us into the muscle building zone, okay? It actually, when you're running and running and running too much, you're breaking down muscles, so you're not able to set your body's metabolism up, okay? Most of us need a metabolic reboot, okay? Just like we're getting this week, a metabolic reboot, okay? Do you have an app to recommend that will guide the intervals of walking and running? I don't. Someone posted one. I think you can just go to the App Store and look up interval timer. I actually love looking at my watch. I feel like it stimulates my brain. It like gets more neurons firing. I like that. It distracts me from life. It keeps me really laser focused on my workout. So I actually don't use an interval timer. I like to keep everything simple. I actually hate apps. I feel like they make me tune out. I like to tune in. I like to be tuned in to everything that's going on. But I think you can just Google app timer. And you can find one. There's like tons of free ones out there, okay? So today was today was burst interval training. A lot of you said, I've been running for a long time, but I've never burst interval trained before. Boom. Awesome. How did it go, you guys? Interval training is my favorite. It's running, because I love running, but it's fast. It's short and it's effective. I remember the first time I did the workout I gave you today, and I almost died, and I was so happy. I felt so refreshed and invigorated and alive and insanely strong and powerful in my body in a way that running long leaves you with that empty, amazing feeling, which I also love, but those intervals you can feel how powerful they are, right? So a few things I want to talk about burst training interval sessions. They're an advanced workout, okay? It's really important that you guys meet your body where it's at, because you want to be injury proof, right? You can't skip the strength, the foundation, the consistency building that it takes to get to a level where you can speed burst train. So I generally say, like, you have to have been doing some exercise consistently for 3 to 6 months. You have to have some base of strength, some base of running before you jump into sprints, because sprints are high level running, okay? I don't want you guys getting injured. So it's very important to meet your body where it's at, because you can't skip that step. You can't skip the strength building, the consistency building, and just dive right into this workout. It's really difficult to do. What you could do is do it on a bike, or do it on an elliptical, or do it somewhere where you're able to really push yourself if you want to get the max benefit of this, but you aren't up for sprint running yet, because sprint running is one of the hardest things you can do, okay? So that's really important that you pick the right level. I love that some of you adapted the levels a bit, because I did one where it was like where you're going to walk, which is also awesome, where you just walk for a minute fast and then you go easy for 2. That's going to get your heart rate up. That's what you want. You want to be getting your heart rate up for these workouts. So even a fast walk, if you're a beginner and you've been on the couch or you haven't been consistent or you're coming back from injury, that's where you want to start. If you're ready to start running, you can run for a minute, walk for 2. Some of you did sprint for a minute, walk for a minute, easy run for a minute. That's perfect. And then some of you did all out sprint for a minute, easy run for a minute, repeat 8 to 10 times. So it's really just important. There's no right or wrong, except that I want you to meet your body where it's at. When you train with me, I'll say it over and over and over again to meet your body where it's at. And that's where most people get injured, because they don't meet their body where it's at. They push through pain, they push at a level that's too much, and then they don't, sorry, I've got messages popping up, and then they don't, then they get injured. Okay, so meet your body where it's at. Be super proud of your body. Be super happy with the place that you're at. Love that body. Meet it where it's at, and know that you are now in training with me to get stronger, to get fitter, to get faster, and to find and build that fit, strong, healthy body again that you want. Okay, so awesome stuff about that. What else can I say? Pace. People ask me, what pace should I go at? So here's the thing about pace, you guys, when you're running this type of workout, especially, but any type of workout, pace is 100% personal. It's also day to day, because you might not have slept last night. Your kids might have kept you up all night. You might have had, it might be Monday, and maybe you partied on the weekend and you didn't eat super great food, and so you're feeling heavy and sluggish. Maybe you had a killer awesome week of eating and you feel nourished and energized and you're going to run faster. So it's not, I don't like that you look at the pace. I don't recommend that you try and hit a pace when you train with me. I will never give you a pace to hit, because that's where people get injured, right? You're feeling tired, you haven't slept, your nutrition hasn't been dialed in, you're getting sick, something's happening. If you're pushing to hit a certain pace, you're going to get hurt, okay? What I teach you guys to do, what I teach my runners to do, is tune into their body. How does it feel? Can you go faster? You want to be pushing for those intervals out of your comfort zone. You want to be able to repeat 8 to 10 of them. So what does that pace look like for you? That is not easy to do. That is something that means you've got to tune into your body. You got to slow down. You got to listen to that body. You got to feel that body, and you got to do what it's telling you. And that takes some learning, right? That takes some time, getting to know your body and understanding how you can push it and when you need to pull it back. So that's the beauty of these interval training. When you first start doing them, they're just a complete learning experience. Like I said, the first time I did this, I've been running for years. I'd never done workouts like this. And it was such a learning curve. And I've got a whole bunch of them inside my 6-week program. And there's 2 different ones each week, because you want to be testing the minute. You want to be testing it at 30 seconds. You want to be testing it at 20 seconds. You want to be testing it at 3 minutes. I think I go up to 4 minutes of interval sessions, and just always changing it. And you learn so much about yourself, and that is what's going to make you a super fit and strong runner, when you can go inside and listen to your body and know how to push it, when to pull it back, how to challenge yourself, and how that feels and how you're going to respond to it. So burst training is killer awesome stuff. Okay, those of you who are postpartum, this is gonna be a tough challenge for you. I am a physical therapist. I specialize in keeping runners injury proof, especially postpartum runners. Even if you ran through your pregnancy, you have got to be getting strong before you start running, and absolutely before you start doing sprints. Sprints are not recommended for postpartum runners for at least 3 to 6 months, and you have got to be building a base of strength and core and consistency and sleep first, because you will blow out your pelvic floor, you will blow out your diastasis recti, making it worse, and you will have urinary incontinence, and you will stress your body out and wreak havoc on your hormones. Okay, so you guys need to go slow. I'm building a course on this to teach you guys more about this, but it's really important stuff. Those first 3 to 6 months after baby are like a rehab period, where you need to go slow and tune into your body and really take care of it, reconnect to that core. It's just a bit of a different approach. So for you guys, you want to even walk up a hill for a minute and come back down, do 10 hill walks, or 10 10 straight out faster walks, or just go for a gentle run if you are up and running again. But again, tune into your body. If you feel like things are falling out, if you are peeing when you run, if things hurt, You do not want to be doing sprint workouts. And if that is anybody out there, message me. Let's have that discussion and let's adapt, okay? Those things are all preventable when you do the right exercise and you train for the right things and you get back up and running the right way, meeting your body where it's at, as opposed to just pushing through. You got to learn about that body. I didn't know about my body after babies, and I trashed my pelvic floor. I had a massive discus recti. I peed when I ran. I had insane hormonal havoc. I was just a complete mess, and I had to really pull back after I got injured, and that's where all my programs come from. That's why I specialize in female runners, but that's another program. So let me know. I just want to let you postpartum runners understand that and reach out to me if you have questions, okay? And then in the post I also put, is burst training better than regular running? It's different. So read that post. It's pinned in the announcements section. It's different. The goals of burst training are different than the goals of your long, steady runs, okay? This program and what I'm prepping for you right now is not a distance training program. It is a program designed to help runners build lean muscle, to get fit, to get strong, to set their bodies up to burn fat, to injury-proof your body and feel freaking energized and amazing. Long distance running is it's just different, right? I have all of these workouts in my long distance programs as well, because we need to build that core, that strength base. We need to build that lean body muscle. We need to ramp up that metabolism. We need to understand nutrition, and then we need to keep that all up as we ramp up distance as well. And then we adjust it and put those strength workouts and those speed workouts in where they need to be to help you also build distance at the same time. But this program specifically is to help you build a fit, strong, healthy, pro-fat burning runner's body that is becoming injury proof, because you're building lean muscle. You're meeting your body where it's at. You're working out smart and strategic and strong, okay? Yeah, there's a lot of reasons that running long is different. I'll just get you to read that. I'm not going to read through it, but burst training is really killer. And again, just like HIIT training, it's going to push your body to burn more calories for up to 48 hours after you're done. So you guys are going to be hungry after these workouts. You're pushing your body into muscle breakdown to refuel your muscles, to replenish, restore, rebuild those muscles so that they get bigger. Your body is metabolically more active, right? You are metabolically rebooting your body right now. And so it needs a lot of good food, okay? So I want you guys to keep that in mind. I'm not talking about nutrition. I'm not doing any nutrition coaching this week. That is next week inside the Runner's Metabolic Reboot, where we combine these effective workouts with macro balancing strategies to truly, because you cannot ignore the nutrition, especially when you guys are training hard like this. We gotta dial that nutrition in, but that's for next week. We've got to stay focused on these workouts. I want you guys thinking about real whole food, and then next week, if you decide to stay in training with me, we're going to be talking about how to eat the right food at the right time in the right balance to truly build a fit, strong, healthy, injury-proof, pro-fat burning runner's body that is going to feel amazing, okay? If you have any questions, let me know. Always tag me. I think I'm doing a pretty good job of getting through the group. There's a lot of you here super pumped and loving this challenge, which I'm loving. So I'm also like running around with my kids all day, as you can see. They did their burst. We did our burst training session together. They were on their bikes, and then they wanted to go. We did it at this little lake near my house where I'm staying right now. And then they wanted to go swimming. And then they wanted to do a little HIIT workout. And then they wanted to go trail riding. Now they're with my parents for a little bit, but I'm gonna get caught up for you guys. But if you have any questions, let me know. I've run a couple marathons, loads of half marathons. Hired a coach to help me get back into it last year. She had me run a lot. Yep, didn't work. So stressed and I'm gaining weight. Yep. Opposite always wanting. Yep, I'm not doing it again. Right. That's why you're here with me, and that is what everyone's telling you to do. Run and run and run. We are female runners, and our body does not respond that way. Again, it depends what your goal is. If your goal is to just finish a marathon, that's different. If your goal is weight loss, remember, we want to be fat burning, not losing weight, because losing weight is going to burn through muscle, leave us tired, fatigued, irritable, weak, susceptible to injury. We want to burn fat. We want to build muscle. We want to set our bodies up to be metabolically efficient. We want to build lean muscle, right? That is not what a marathon does. Even so, I like to, what I do is I like to have people build a strong foundation get their hormones in balance, get their nutrition dialed in, get their body burning fat, and then ramp your distance up, right? Not always ramping your distance up, because all those miles are hard on your hormones, cortisol, your thyroid hormones. And what happens in females, it's very different than what happens in males. Men just respond differently to that stress than women do. Those are hormonal realities. That's science of hormones and female physiology. Women, that high cortisol and the effect it has on our thyroid hormones causes our body to store fat, hold it in the midsection, crave sugar, feel irritable, feel exhausted, and again, hold weight in the midsection is what that does, okay? And again, we don't have as much muscle as men do. And when men are stressed, this is evolutionary too. Like, this is how the human body works. It's why men will lose weight on keto, women won't. We will struggle on keto because we are not men, okay? So men will run a long distance, they will lose weight, they'll start to look lean, because evolutionary, this is like a long topic here, but this is really important stuff to me. Evolutionary, when there was famine and the tribe was stressed, men had to go out and fight. They had to go out and run and catch food and do stuff, and so they needed to be strong and lean. And so in those times, and because of their hormones, their body saves the muscle, right? Where our bodies shut down our fertility, right? In times of stress, lots of women are running tons of marathons, not eating enough food. They're having terrible periods. Their periods disappear. They're getting stress fractures. They're getting injured. They're gaining weight. They're holding weight, because evolutionary wise, our body shuts down our systems and preserves fat for us to stay home and take care of the babies, right? We're not out there foraging and hunting and gathering. Like, we're home. And that's what our body does. It shuts everything down, shuts our metabolism down, stores everything for later. Okay, that's how that works. If your goal, Rebecca, is to lose weight, again, you don't want to lose weight, you need to shift that word. You want to burn fat. Lose weight is very different. Runners, we don't want to lose weight. We want to burn fat. When you burn fat, things will shift, but your body composition will change, your energy will change, you will feel better, like everything will be better, and you want to speed up. You had the opposite results, and it did literally everything she told me to do, looking for a new way. My mom body is in full force. I can now tell what you're saying. Yes, so you're in the right place. So many of you are in the right place. So I love that you're here. I love that you're listening. So yeah, Rebecca, we need to get you building lean muscle. Running those marathons and running a lot is burning through muscle. We need to be building lean muscle. And we need to be doing that by doing the right workouts, which I'm teaching you this week, meeting your body where it's at. You can't skip the steps. A lot of women come to me after decades of overtraining and undereating. So change takes time, all right? Let me repeat that. Real change takes time, because the women who come to me have been overtraining and undereating for decades, okay? Decades. That is like a massive metabolic tragedy on your body that we need to reverse and reboot, which is why I have this 6-week RunningMoms Metabolic Reboot. But if you want to burn fat and get fast, you want to be running short distances, you want to be sprint bursting, you want to be muscle building, you want to be core training, you want to be pushing out fast 5 and 10Ks, okay? You have to get your nutrition dialed in, the right food at the right time in the right balance to support your bodies, to get your sugar cravings under control, to power up your energy, to rev your metabolism, actually eat in a way that sets your body up to stay full longer and burn fat all day, okay? That is how I train. That's how I train my runners, and that is how I'm training you. So I'm super glad that you guys have found me. If this is not your jam, you don't want to talk about this, it's uncomfortable, then this is not the place for you. This is for women who seriously and unapologetically want to build fit, strong, healthy, pro-fat burning runners' bodies that are becoming injury-proof and feeling awesome. It's a nice base to start, and then you can ramp up your distances. And I see this all the time. Women start to get results, and then they go for another marathon, because we get addicted to those distances. But get addicted to the short, intense workouts. Get addicted to the macro balanced meals. Get addicted to the core training and the speed training, and you will have massive results in your body composition, in your running performance, and in your health, okay? I have a half marathon coming up this weekend. It's still okay to do your 5-day challenge. I'm loving it. So I don't know your program. I think it's Layla. Is that how I say it? Sorry if I butchered that, but you are in taper. Like your training should be all done. You are in taper phase right now. This last week or two should be you just resting, eating well, and getting some base runs, just keeping some base fitness going. You are not in push mode. Again, we're not. A lot of us aren't running to win, so it's tricky. It depends. I don't know you, so I don't want to give you bad advice. You generally don't want to be pushing workouts before your half marathon, so you show up on your race day and feel tired, because usually with this program we have a nice rest day on the weekends and a long run as just soul care, not race. We're not race ready, so it really depends on you and how you've trained. You can message me if you want to know, if you want to chat a bit more. Again, I don't know anything about your training program or your fitness level, so I can't say. My runners wouldn't be hitting up a tough program like this just before a race. So you can do the tomorrow for sure. Tomorrow's a core day. Hey, buddy. Did you go swimming?
Yeah.
Cool. Is nutrition reviewed? The nutrition, the Reboot, you get 6 weeks of workouts, and we talk a lot about nutrition. You get a course. When we start a video course, you're going to get the macro cheat sheet guide, talking about carbs and fats and proteins, how to balance them, how to eat them in balance, eat them at the right times for the right reasons. About and then a lot of it is just we get to work. We do the work. We plan, we prep, we eat, we talk about it, because it's really, really important for runners. And I know that and yes, I'm clean eating. A lot of people will tell me I'm eating clean, but they're not balancing those macros. They don't understand their macros. I don't measure weigh food, but I want you to understand macros. I want you guys to understand how to eat them in balance, because that is the key, and how to tune into your hunger, and how to because it changes for runners, right? Like they'll say, oh, eat this much and weigh this much, and don't eat at this times, and intermittent fast, blah, blah, blah. But we are training hard. We are building lean muscle. We are some days sprinting. We are some days resting. We are some days doing strength work. And so our hunger is going to fluctuate. We can't just follow the plan that someone made that isn't a runner, right? Like Whole30 is not built for runners. If I tried to eat Whole30 just blindly following someone who does a Whole30 meal plan, like I'd be starving. And then what would I do? I would crave sugar, and then I'd binge eat all the carbs, right? I don't want you guys binge eating all the carbs. I want you guys dialing in your nutrition. When you dial in your nutrition, you don't crave and binge the carbs, because you nourish your body and you feel full. You feel satisfied. You feel energized, and then the cravings go away, okay? And that just tapers up and down when you understand the concepts and you learn to tune into your hunger. I do a walk-run program, not super fast. I do a half in 2.3 hours. Okay, so as long as your body's feeling good, then I think you're not worrying about like, it's definitely different if you're like, I'm trying to crack the 1 hour and 30 minute half, then your training is like dialed in to do that. So you're doing a walk-run program, you're not super fast. It sounds like you're probably not like trying to crush it and set PRs and like do all this stuff. I think you're fine this week. Maybe just take Friday off. If your race is Saturday, just skip the Friday workout. And even the workouts that you're doing, just do them mindfully. Layla, do them mindfully. Tune into your body. Notice how it feels. Don't push insanely hard, but know that, oh my God, August 5th is when the Reboot starts. I think it's perfect time for you. If you do want to get faster, stronger, I can absolutely help you get that time way down. And I only care about times because as your times come down, I know you're getting fitter and faster and healthier, which is awesome. But just getting it done is also awesome. So congratulations, have fun, and keep us posted about how it goes. I love the half. It's super rad. It's a super rad distance. Again, I like to have my base, strength and fitness. I do maybe 2 half marathons a year. That's it. One day I'll run marathons again. My body is ready. Whenever my timeline is ready. My timeline is not ready because I'd have to cut into my sleep. When you cut into your sleep, you're not as able to burn fat as if you're sleeping a lot. So we talk a lot about that in my training club. I'm so lucky and excited to have found you. Yay! I'm so excited. I feel like, you guys, I've run this challenge a lot. I do it often, but I've never had such an engaged, perfect group of women who are unapologetic about what they want. I think a lot of people are scared to say what they actually want. And so then you don't train to get what you actually want, and then you get these run coaches who tell you to run and run and run, and then you run a marathon and you gain weight, and you're like, well, awesome, I ran a marathon, that felt really great, which is really awesome, but you're like, but I still feel really shitty in my body, now I've got like 10 or 15 extra pounds to deal with. I'm like, this sucks. I think it's awesome that you're unapologetically like getting clear about what you want so that we can get you on the right training plan to get you what you want. Okay, that's what I love, like high performance training, even though we're all busy moms, right? 30 minutes, you guys, 30 minutes of smart training and dialing in that nutrition. Nutrition's not that hard either. My style is always keep it simple. You see my workouts, they're simple, but they work, and I think that's the key. They're smart and they're simple and they're based on science by someone who knows science, because a lot of people don't know science. So I need the right training plan. Awesome. I'm so glad you guys have all found me. This is so fun for me. If I have a group of people who don't like speak my language, it's really hard for me because I always feel like I'm stepping on toes and I'm upsetting people and I'm hurting people's feelings. But like, you guys are speaking my language. Like, we are on the same planet. We want the same things, and there's nothing wrong with that. And I don't know if you saw my post, and it's not that I'm egotistical or I want this beach body. You know, I live on the beach. I never wear a bikini. I don't even have one. That's not my goal. My goal is that I have one life, and I want to feel amazing. I want to run amazing, and I want to live an awesome, epic life with lots of energy, feeling good in my body to do whatever it is that I feel like doing. Like with my kids, I can run and chase, and I can still beat them, and that's what I want. When I'm running and running and running and burning myself out and gaining weight and feeling crappy in my body and eating all the sugars and energy crashing, I don't feel good. That's not what I want. I don't want a bikini body. I don't even like bikinis. I don't even like the beach. I like chasing my kids. I like going on adventures. I like running fast. I like the feelings of those things. And so I train accordingly. Okay? I like looking good. I like feeling good. And I'm unapologetic about that. But that's not a number on the scale, and that's not a number of miles. It's just a feeling. When I put in the work, that's how I feel. And that's my perspective about how I look. When I do the work and I feel good about myself, I look in the mirror and I say, yeah, I look good. When I don't do the work and I eat the shit and I drink all the wine and I'm not feeling comfortable, and I feel like crap, right? Even though my body probably looks the same either way. But anyways, that's a whole separate conversation, which I also go into deeply in my groups. It's not just about diet and exercise. Anyways, I could talk to you guys all day. This is super, super fun. Yes, I like that you say you can do this without canceling our life. Yep, my sister-in-law looks great, but is exercising for hours a day. Yeah, ain't nobody got time to be exercising for hours a day. It sucks. I like the mountains, not the gym. Yes, see, you are my tribe. I do all my workouts outside. That's why I don't use any equipment. People go to the gym and they make it all fancy. You don't need that shit. I have not set foot in a gym for 8 years. I'm fitter and faster and stronger than a lot of people that I know, and than I ever was before kids, because I've dialed in my training consistent, and my nutrition's dialed in. Okay, that's what I want to help you guys with too. And same goes for gear, like fancy watches, fancy things, fancy timers, fancy apps. It's all a distraction. It's a distraction. You don't need any of that stuff. I see people with the fanciest watches. I don't have a fancy watch. My watch is busted, you guys. I just carry it in my hand because the straps have fallen off. It's like an old Garmin 15. I like having a watch to track my time, and I do like to track my pace, not to like judge myself by that pace, but just like I've been doing this for so long that I kind of know where I'm at and how my body's feeling, and I just like to know. But that's it. I don't have a fancy watch. I was looking at watches for my son. They're like $1,000. Are you kidding me? I'm not paying $1,000 for a watch. It's not gonna make me run any better. Training's gonna make me run better. Someone to push me is gonna make me run better, not a piece of gear. You know those watches? I'm just going off on these tangents, you guys, but those watches that tell you like, you didn't run enough today, you suck. Like, who needs that, you know? Or you didn't sleep enough, or you, like, I've got enough negative energy coming at me. I don't need my watch also giving me negative energy. So get rid of all that stuff. Load yourself up with positivity. My tribe. Get out of my head. I like the mountains, not the gym. Awesome, you guys. Yeah, cool. I'm gonna let you guys go. I got some errands to run, and I want to catch up on all your posts in the group. There's probably tons now, which I love. I love every single check-in. I read every single post. This gets me super high, you guys, seeing you guys out there all pushing yourselves, feeling awesome, and it's getting strong. Ciao.